Hello, you guys. Welcome back to As Told by Kenya for another Sunday installment of Kenya Has Thoughts. And Kenya Has Thoughts, I just tell you guys some of the thoughts that I have been having for the week. We don't have a lot on the docket today. We shouldn't be here very, very long. Let's begin with Miranda Sing's Collen Ballinger, an unserious woman. An unserious woman. Get that shit so far away from me. So after about 2 weeks of Miranda Sings being accused of some really disgusting, horrible, nasty behavior, they decide to give an apology using a ukulele to apologize. It is the most bizarre thing I have ever witnessed because here is the thing. Why do anything at all? If you're going to be unserious, which you always are unserious, why not just say nothing? Why not just say nothing? Instead, you just like make a mockery out of these people who are saying you hurt them by doing this dumbass ukulele bullshit. Please get the fuck away from me with this shit. This is why I cannot follow like influencer like drama like mess the way I used to, because these people are so criminally unserious. They are not serious people. Miranda Sings is not a serious person. Like, this is absolutely foolishness. And the thing is, this goes back to my toxic fandom, which I was talking about. Like, this is what she's always done. Like, always done. Anytime anyone has said anything about her, she always does her little like, I'm quirky, I'm this, because like white women. And it just like people who like are a fan of her are going to find this funny. I think they have realized that, oh, the people who like me, and the people who don't can go to hell. And so she's like, the people who like me are gonna find this ukulele bullshit to be funny, and the people who don't already don't like me. So like, why should I give a damn? But it's bizarre. It's corny, it's whack, and you're too fucking old. You're too fucking old to be in the bullshit that you have been in. Something I've seen recently, like this, I feel like this has been a lot of people's thoughts about like how this was able to go on. So we're talking about this behavior, and a lot of people have been like, how was this behavior able to go on for so long? And the thing is, once again, it goes back to my toxic fandom thing. Behavior in fandom, like people's faves are able to do ridiculous things for ridiculous amounts of time, because like, where was there a safe space? Where was there a safe space to say that your like Miranda Sings was like on some bullshit? There was never a safe, like, I don't know if like stay far away from that side of the internet. So like, obviously, like, I was not a Miranda Sing, Collen Ballinger fan, like, be fucking for real. But like, those people were huge. Like, those people were huge. Not only were they huge on social media, but they also got like, so with fans, they also got big like pushes from the powers that be. So like, where was there going to be a time where little old you were going to be able to say, oh, this is fucking weird, this is weird, and people were going to give a damn? Like, the reason why Miranda Sings did this ukulele shit is because she knows that people who like her are going to find this funny and don't give a damn about any of this. So if that's how Miranda Sings feels now, imagine back then when Miranda Sings was at the height of her popularity, what people were going to say. You were going to get dragged for filth. You were going to get dragged for filth. And sorry, some people don't want to be dragged. Some people don't want to be dragged. Like, now we live in a different age, especially with TikTok. Like, news can get around quicker, right? And people are almost looking for like the rug to be pulled from under someone. People are looking for like the gotcha, right? So like, people are more willing to listen to you now. And then people are willing to listen to you at like a very large amount. So you can get 1 million people to watch your TikTok, right? But back then, like, sure, drama channels would have been on your side, but like, who else would have? And then all of a sudden, like, you're being scrutinized, you being called a liar, all the stuff that you've done is coming out as if they got shit to do with what she doing. So like, there was never a time, but get that dumb shit away from me. Like, I am not, like, get that stupid shit away from me. I have no thoughts. What are your thoughts, Kenya? No thoughts. No thoughts on that. Like, I'm too grown. I'm too grown to entertain bullshit and people who are not serious. And that is Miss Ballinger. So let's move on? What are we moving on to? Jonathan Majors. Okay, let's get to the root of this Jonathan Majors thing. Jonathan Majors and company, if you ask me, their team is banking on y'all being dumb as hell. Are banking, and a lot of people do this. This is not just a Jonathan Majors thing. This is anybody who's in Hollywood who is ever caught up in some bullshit. They bank on people being very dumb. But the thing is, it's even more, you have even more incentive to do it now because there's proof that it works. And what I mean by the powers that be in Hollywood bank on people being dumb, it's called media blitzing. That's what it's called. It's called media blitzing, where you basically have a narrative. There is a narrative going on about you. And there has been no real facts, proof, or anything that go against this narrative that has been painted about you, except for your own opinions on yourself, right? So, like, for example, Jonathan Majors think he a good person, I guess. So you're the only, like, we have the narrative that is put out. Jonathan Majors allegedly abused his ex-girlfriend, right? That's the narrative that is going on right now. That's why he's getting dropped. That's why commercials have been pulled. Like, you have been accused of something terrible, right? And there have been no real facts that have gone against that narrative. There has been no real proof that has gone against that narrative. But when you pull a media blitz, this is what you do. You basically throw a bunch of headlines and articles at people from questionable sources. You throw a bunch of headlines at people that really don't say anything against what we already know. They don't add any new facts. They don't prove anything, but you change the headlines. Like, so you say Jonathan Majors has major winning case. Jonathan Major, accuser going to jail. Jonathan Major, accuser could be arrested. You just throw certain headlines because that is all people take in these days. No one cares about anything other than headlines. And we live in this age. It's so funny. Because when aunties was on Facebook and believing everything they read on Facebook, you looked at your aunties like, ooh, y'all dumb. Like, ooh, y'all dumb. Like, y'all believe everything y'all read on Facebook. But y'all are the same way with one, TikTok videos, and two, with headlines. All somebody got to do is put a camera this close up to their face, talk real fast, do sharp cuts, and y'all believe anything anyone says on TikTok. And it's just like, that's not true. That's not true. Like that person is lying. And then two, all somebody got to do is put up a headline in some big ass font and put a picture, and y'all are like, this is gospel. And it's just like, that's not true. That's not true. Jonathan Majors can't win a court case that ain't been tried yet. If the trial ain't started yet, how he win a court case? How his ex-girlfriend got arrested if she ain't been arrested? How? But that's what a media blitz is. A media blitz is when you throw a bunch of headlines at people, and you hope something sticks. And basically you're just trying to cause confusion and misinformation. Allegedly, all alleged, because like, ooh, don't come for me next, Jonathan. Confusion and misinformation. All you're trying to do is confuse people and have misinformation, because what did we learn from Game of Thrones? Chaos is a ladder. If there is enough chaos, you can rise. You can rise in chaos. When no one knows what is going on, everyone's looking this way and that way, it gives you room to move. And Rolling Stone did a 3-month investigation into everything going on with Jonathan Majors, and they have 40 people who are saying that they believe Jonathan Majors was involved in some very disgusting behavior. That is what Rolling Stone brought to the front. Do you guys want to know the thing in the Rolling Stone article that gagged me the most about all of this? So this is how we know Jonathan Majors' camp knew that the Rolling Stone article was going to come out. Rolling Stone had his lawyer was responding to things that Rolling Stone was saying. So in the article, they have what his lawyer, his defense, right? His defense saying, no, this is what really happened. So when you have someone from his latest movie file a complaint with the producer, his lawyer was like, it's method acting. That's why he was acting the way he was on the movie. Oh, so we were getting responses from the lawyer. So they knew it was coming out. You can't get responses to shit you didn't see. They knew this article was coming out. And if you ask me, allegedly, that's why you get the media blitz. They're trying to get in front of the Rolling Stone article, right? So, in getting in front of the Rolling Stone article, they said, Rolling Stone, wait. We have 6 people who are character witnesses from Jonathan Majors. Now, I wouldn't believe shit that was coming out of that camp anyway because of the media blitz. So, like, I wouldn't have believed it, but like, hey, okay. They said they had 6 character witnesses from ex-girlfriends of Jonathan Majors who will speak on how great of a person he is. And I said, bring them forward. Let's see what the girls gotta say. Let's see what the girls gotta say. It would be funny if it wasn't so pathetic. It would be funny if it wasn't so pathetic. Rolling Stone said they tried to get in contact with the 6 women who gave character witnesses. 3 of them said, we don't know what the fuck you talk about. 3 of them was like, character who? Character what? So 3 of them don't even know what's going on. Like, they did not give nobody permission for no character, nothing. Then you got the 4th one who said, like, they did not approve the statement that went out and they did not write the statement that went out. So it's just like, huh? But the 5th one, then you got one person who was just like, get the fuck out of my face with this shit. They didn't even respond. And then the 6th one is the funniest one. Because you do get someone who is a character witness from Jonathan Majors. They have a girlfriend who dated Jonathan Majors during Bush's first administration. Yep. Someone who dated Jonathan Majors during Bush's first administration is giving a character witness for Jonathan Majors' big grown ass. What can we learn from this, friends? What can we learn from this, friends? That this is what people do. This is what people do. Like, people, like, all it took was Rolling Stone calling 6 people to be like, okay, so the shit y'all tried to give us wasn't true. So unless these girls are lying, this shit y'all try to give us wasn't true. So it makes you wonder what else you're reading that has nothing to do with Jonathan Majors that isn't true. It's called due diligence. We as a people have to do better with due diligence. Like, we have to look into things. We have, like, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Like, and it just takes 2 seconds. Come on, we gotta do better with media literacy. The next thing I want to discuss is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is souped up bullshit. The Supreme Court should not exist. There are no checks. There are no balance. 100% a right-wing, left-wing type of thing. And it's absolute bullshit. It is absolute bullshit. The Supreme Court is absolute bullshit. Like I said, there are no checks. There are no balance. They are trumped up, overpowered bullshit. And I'm tired of it. Every day a new SCOTUS opinion. They're just snatching rights. A new SCOTUS opinion is just snatching rights and being fucking nasty. And just being fucking nasty. I'm tired. Like, truth is, I am tired. Like, is it every day? It was last summer Roe v. Wade. Is this one? I can't. This one is race-based affirmative action. Like, I can't. I'm tired. Student loan debt, I'm tired. You can discriminate against gay people if you're a business. I'm tired. I'm tired of the bullshit. Like, truth is, I am tired. Speaking of bullshit, did y'all watch the BET Awards? Speaking of bullshit, did y'all watch the BET Awards? A BET Award shouldn't be happening because we're in the middle of a writer strike. That's thing number 1. And then 2, no, I did not watch the BET Awards. I did see the Tina Turner tribute, and it disrespected me to my core. Shout out to Patti LaBelle, but it disrespected me to my core. So absolutely not. I want to get on something though. I'm a Beyonce fan. It wouldn't be Kenya has thoughts and Kenya don't have Beyonce thoughts. Did y'all see Beyonce made $154 million from the European leg of her tour? That's a mother. Yeah, that's a mother. Anyways, point. There's been a long running, and I do mean like 20 years running idea that Beyonce doesn't like black people. This is like blog era, message board era rumors. It's kind of like Beyonce bleach rumors, just like old raggedy rumors that like Beyonce doesn't like black people. Like that's just for some reason that was a rumor that like clung on to Beyonce in the early aughts that Beyonce didn't like black people. But something bizarre is people's beef with Beyonce not showing up to the BET Awards. What makes it bizarre is one, let's say Beyonce didn't show up to the BET Awards. None of your faves do. None of your faves do. Please line up the people who are anywhere near Beyonce's level or people y'all like to consider higher than Beyonce and see how many times they performed at the BET Awards. See how many, I want you to, Beyonce has more BET Award performances than literally people who y'all stand combined. And let's not talk appearances. But for some reason, y'all only care about Beyonce not showing up to the BET Awards and like literally your faves have like one or two BET Award like appearances. But let's start there. That for some reason Beyonce is the person who has to show up to the BET Awards for some reason. For some reason, Beyonce is the one that just needs to show up to the BET Awards. Okay, even though they talk crazy about her daughter. But okay. Let's follow that. Beyonce would probably agree with you. Because Beyonce has shown more respect to the BET Awards than anybody else who is anywhere close to her level. Beyonce has performed at the BET Awards in almost every single era of her career. She has performed at the BET Awards for Destiny's Child. She gave the BET Awards her first solo televised performance. Beyonce performed B-Day. Beyonce performed during the I Am Sasha Fierce era. Beyonce gave birth to Blue during the 4 era. And after she gave birth to Blue, her first public appearance post Blue was at the BET Awards. Beyonce was on tour with Jay-Z and did a closed circuit performance for the BET Awards. Lemonade came around. She came to the BET Awards to perform Freedom with Kendrick Lamar. A pandemic came and rolled around and she still did a closed circuit and accepted a BET Award. And then she won a BET Award and she sent Chloe and Halle on stage to tell people thank you for her BET Award. To be honest, I think Beyonce respect them niggas a little bit too much. Like, it has no basis to it. That's what's so, like, I know I'm a stan and I'm a stand out, period. But, like, what pisses me off about when you're a Beyonce stan and you have Beyonce haters is that this shit don't make sense. This shit don't come at my girl for shit that makes sense. You can't be mad at Beyonce and the BET Awards. You cannot use the BET Awards to come at Beyonce for. Because Beyonce shows up to the BET Awards. Beyonce has shown respect to the BET Awards. But the thing is, even if she did it, you have no problem with other people not doing it. You have no problem with other people who do not show up to the BET Awards. So that's the part that sends me. Because I'm just like, you don't give a damn when everybody else don't show up. You don't give a damn when everybody else winning awards. It ain't not there. But why is this narrative stuck around for 20 goddamn years? I don't get it. Y'all, like, once again, goes back to the JM stuff I was just talking about. Uninformed and not even willing to learn. Like, it's actually pathetic. You guys want to know some content that pisses me off? I hate overconsumption. I say that with all of these books, so stay with me. Y'all ever seen like the TikToks and the videos of people buying useless stuff? I don't know what it is. I hate content about buying useless stuff. There are two ways this content comes to me. Thrifting. Yes, I know you're like, thrifting is good. All thrifting is not good. People who go thrifting and buy shit that they do not need. So they got like 80 side tables, a bunch of like bowls and glassware, and it's just like, you do not need that shit. Just because it is thrifting, it does not mean it is not overconsumption, because someone who does need a side table could use that damn side table. I hate it. I hate thrifting content where people like, don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I got it. And it's just like, stop buying it. I am the opposite of a hoarder. Whatever the opposite of a hoarder is, that's what I am. I will get rid of anything. I will get rid of anything. It's actually a problem. So it's like, that's why I say it's the opposite of hoarding, because like I get rid of stuff that could be like useful. Like if I don't use something for a certain period of time, it's gone. It's the same way with like books, why I unhaul so many books at the end of the year, because like if I see no value in it, like it does not stick around. I'm a very like organized person. I'm a very tidy person. I wouldn't say I'm organized, I'm tidy. I don't like a lot of things around. And so it bothers me when people just like buy stuff for the sake of just like buying stuff. I'm just like, oh my God. Like maybe this is part of me growing up, because like as I grow up, I can appreciate a thoughtful collection, right? That's what I think my books are, right? But like when you just like have a collection of everything, so you collect makeup, you collect books, you collect glassware, you collect furniture, you collect everything. It's just like, no, you have a spending problem. You are overcompensating for something, okay? And the next thing, which is actually worse than the thrifting thing, because at least the thrifting thing, I can understand, like you think this thing is rare and that's why you want it. It's people who go to Amazon.com and buy the cheapest, stupidest of shit. I'm talking about they need a mini stapler for their bag. They buy 50 lemon journals. They got 50 lemon thermoses. They got 50 lemon cups. It's just all types of office supplies, all types of pens, heaters for their mugs. It's just like, I get it. The stuff on Amazon is cheap and it'll come to your door in 2 seconds. So it is instant fulfillment. It is instant fulfillment. Like I understand the rush that comes over you when you buy something and it shows up at your door. I totally get it. But when it comes to like, you know how you used to have people back in the day who used to call up HSN or call up the little infomercials and like they have a house full of like just stuff from infomercials and HSN. That's what y'all are with Amazon. And I'm just like, you know not what you do. You don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. And you just know that if you check back in with this account in 5 months, whatever they just hauled from Amazon, they won't be using. It will be sitting in the back of a closet. It will be sitting in the back of a closet because all the content you consume makes you think you need certain things. It makes you think you just deeply need so much of this stuff and you don't. And you don't need it. You don't need it. I can't. Those are the two types of content I cannot take in. The content of people just buying anything. Like absolutely not. I hate it. It makes my blood boil. You guys, I saw saying Transformers. I know I said I wanted to see Transformers. Then I didn't go see Transformers, but I actually went to go see Transformers last night. And I had a fun time. And it made me wonder, how do you rate movies like Transformers? You know, when it comes to summer blockbusters, like if I had a fun time, like if I didn't go to sleep, because there are many times I see movies and it's like, ooh, I could literally fall asleep right goddamn now. If I am not going to go to sleep when I see a movie, I'm just like, time well spent. Like I don't know any of the Transformers lore, so I don't know how like much of this goes with the Transformers lore. I don't know anything about that. So all I'm gonna judge a movie on is if I had a good time. If I had a good time. Speaking of having a good time, you guys, I purchased my Barbie tickets because I said, y'all not gonna get me. Y'all not gonna get me. So I purchased my Barbie tickets. Yes, I am front and center, sitting right. Yes, me front and center, right in the middle. No, the theater that I'm going to see it in, and like where I'm going to see it and when I'm going to see it is completely no one bought a single ticket. So I got first pick seats, and then on the day of, all of the girls are gonna be like, ooh, I want to see Barbie. I'm going to get the perfect seat, and they're going to realize I'm already sitting there. Because I said, catch up, mustards. I want to be ahead of the game. Beyonce is going to be back in America now, and I am so excited. It's my time to see Beyonce. I am so excited. That video of Lizzo singing Church Girl at the Beyonce concert is going to be me. If Church Girls has 0 stands, I am dead. I just think you have to be a certain person to appreciate the greatness of Church Girl, and that's me. I love that shit. Let's discuss The Idol. I think the reports that The Idol, like they decided not to show the last episode, I don't think that is true. I think that's just like people wishful thinking. I think the show was originally supposed to be 6 episodes, but then they edited it down and everything, or they like, finally didn't realize it was 5 episodes. So like all of the original episodes of that show are supposed to come out and are coming out. And so like I don't think there's any real issue with it. Like the amount of episodes that are coming out from The Idol, I think the amount of episodes supposed to be is coming out. But let's discuss The Idol, because I am not a hate watcher. I despise hate watching. I deeply despise. There are a few things that I will hate watch, but I just need to admit I just actually enjoy them. But I am not big on the like hate watching something. Like if I don't like something, I'm still going to watch it. So like I don't agree with hate watching, and I think The Idol got fucked over by the fact that, number one, I think if The Idol was on Netflix, maybe it could have benefited from the hate watching train, but like not as many people use Max as they use Netflix. So like you have to actually go out of your way to go watch The Idol, and then it doesn't have a lead in. Succession is over, Barry is over, so there's no lead into it. So you can't at least be like, well, I was watching this, so like it led me into The Idol. Nothing on Max right now is really like really popping for you to just be on Max like that for a big crowd. So what was shocking to me is how bad The Idol looks. How bad the Weeknd is giving Razzie performance, like Razzie worthy performance in The Idol. What is like the hair? Like it looks like a spoof. The Idol looks like a spoof. Like it looks like a SNL sketch. Like what's going on? I just don't realize how it could get so bad. Now I am one person who does not watch Euphoria because I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I deeply don't like Sam Levinson. Like I deeply do not fully respect what Sam Levinson brings to the table, and that's why I do not watch Euphoria. I watched the first few episodes of Euphoria season 1 and was like, oh, this isn't for me. This is not for me. So like I'm not one of you people who's like, Sam Levinson sucks, but I watch Euphoria. Like no, like I don't believe in hate watching. Like I'm so sorry. I do not believe in hate watching. I believe there is so much good TV. Go watch The Bear. There is so much good TV. And why the hell would I spend my days watching something I literally have no respect for? I have no respect for it. And like, that's me with like Euphoria. It's like, I don't have respect for it. Like, and so when The Idol came out, I knew I wasn't watching that shit. Like, what? First of all, no shade to Lily Rose Depp, all shade to The Weeknd. Like, I'm not gagged. Like, what in what world do I need to see a TV show with Lily Rose Depp and The Weeknd? Like, I'm sorry, that's not moving me beside myself in any way. And then it's a Sam Levinson, like it was all bad. But I think The Idol, when it comes to viewership, like I said, it suffered from the fact that like Succession is over, so like there's no like lead in or nothing like that. There's no reason for anyone to just check for it in that way. And then, baby, if you tweet about watching The Idol, not in a like let me hate watch The Idol way, you gonna get dragged the house down boots. You about to get dragged the house down boots. Everybody and their mom is gonna be like, why you watching that shit? You hate women. So like it doesn't even have like that like what Euphoria has, where like everyone gets on the timeline for an hour and just trashes how bad this show is, as bad this show has gotten. It doesn't even have that, because like, baby, you getting dragged to hell if you watch an Idol. So it doesn't even have the fun, you know, let's all come together and drag this show aspect. Then it's not good, and then it's Lily Rose Depp in The Weeknd. It just has nothing going for it. I can't believe that this show even got like picked up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Of course, this show could have been totally different without this show could have been totally different without the big change in creative direction it went through, and that's kind of what got it, like, you know, everyone being like, ooh, you fucking hate women. So no, I don't know what's going on. That everything I see looks worse than the last thing I saw. It looks absolutely terrible. I don't know what to tell you. If you're watching The Idol, down below, tell me how that is going, because no. The Bear was great. You should go watch that. And that's it. I'm going to end this Kenya Has Thoughts. I have no more thoughts. I will see you guys next week for another rendition of Kenya Has Thoughts.